Hi, that's me. Hi. Okay, so once again, I'm having like that. Look, every single freaking week, bro. Every single freaking week, I have the mini heart attack. Okay, it's the freaking mini heart attack that I get from not having streamed in a week, and now I'm. I sound like those fuck ass birds from the Finding Nemo movie. Mine. I mean, look, man, those birds, they came from Australia, okay? They came from Australia. Like, oh god, I forgot the name of the street. Like, Wallaby Way? Wallaby Road? 15 Wallaby Lane? Damn, if I were to participate in a quiz about Finding Nemo or like Pixar movies, I would not do very well. If you only have 5 hours until the exam, you'll probably best spend it resting and make sure in a good state to present properly. You see, you say that, Mossy, right? You say that, Mossy, but Gary is... Now, I don't want to assume how young one is, but I'm assuming that Gary is a young whippersnapper, right? And when I was that age, I was actually at my most efficient when last minute cramming. Like, you would be surprised, bro. You would actually be surprised by how much last minute information you can forcibly jam into your head in preparation for an exam that you absolutely did not study for. Like that's it's the ADHD superpower, and I do not wish to go back to those days. I don't think I'm even capable of that anymore. I think I'm a bit too old for that now, and I still am, judging my stream preps. Hey, look, man. Okay, my birthday stream is in 2.5 weeks. Okay, my birthday stream is in 2.5 weeks, and I started preparing a month out this time. Okay, usually I only start preparing like a week or two before. But like, I actually started preparing this time. I actually... And I accounted for the time that I'm gonna spend procrastinating on preparing for it, okay? You remember failing those courses? That's true. I did fail one of my courses. I failed my physics course the first time round because, I don't know, rote learning, like, I don't know what it is about math classes, but like math itself is very fun, right? Math itself is very, very fun, but it feels like the pace at which they learn is just way too fucking fast for any normal person to be able to internalize all that information. You prefer when the math is applied, right? Me too. I prefer when the math is applied. The thing is, when an exam happens, you forget the thing you remembered a few minutes ago. But when you remember the thing that you remembered a few minutes ago, oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. I mean, look, the best case scenario, okay, the best case scenario is that you've been studying for the exam about like what, like a month in advance, or like however long in advance, and you sort of, and then you do well on the exam and whatnot. But the next best thing is, you know, last minute cramming. Now, I'm not saying to make it a habit, right? I'm not saying to make it a habit. You thought your math lessons were very slow. I wish our math lessons were a bit slower, because I don't know what it is. Like when you're doing the practice questions. Oh!
Hi, hope you are doing fine. So happy to catch one of your stream again.
Oh,
blush.
Oh, shy little Nick pal. Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel like I've let you down, bro. I feel like I've let you guys down, bro. I know I shouldn't feel this way, because the only person that I let down is myself by not streaming. Like, hold on. I'm still trying to adjust back to this, you know, back to everything. Let me just say good evening to everyone, okay? Let's start with a good evening. Good evening, Niels. Good evening, Madview. Good evening, Little Toothbrush. Wait, no, but also thank you, Shy Little Neck Pal. Thank you. Good evening, Hindercraft. Good evening, ZN Employee. Good evening, Stacey Grovey. Good evening, Nosville. Good evening, Lurkmanods. Good evening, Argo. Good evening, Hempai. Good evening, Little Toothbrush. Good evening, Moinkan. Good evening, Silver Dragon Sunset. Good evening, evening, Zippy. Good evening, Sion Cat. Good evening, the Chow Mein. Good evening, Dr. Grimsley. Good evening, Lurkmanot. Good evening, Austin. Good evening, Gary. Good evening, Himfi. Good evening, 77 Look. Good evening, Vemiarts. Good evening, Liliana Ann. Good evening, myself, me. Good evening to me. Good evening, Nonarin. Good evening. Good evening, Uzumaki V. Good evening, Ghosting. Good evening. Okay. It's not just the ADHD, bro. You're locking your comms for the past few weeks. You've been locking in, right? Right? You've been busy, right? Right? Good evening, Kyon. Good evening. Okay, so I feel like this year my schedule has been Swiss cheese. I feel like I've become in Switzerland. I'm becoming Swiss cheese this year. And I feel really bad about that, you know? It feels like I'm letting everyone down. And I get that, right? I get that, like, oh yeah, you know, you can't expect to stream the same amount as last year, especially now that you've got a job and everything. And like, listen bros, I am moving out next year. Not next year, next month. I am moving out next month. And so I feel like after I move out, my stream schedule is going to be a lot more stable because, you know, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So I don't know how much you guys know about my family situation, right? It won't make my stream schedule stable? Wait, what? Wait, are you saying that moving out's gonna make life worse? I thought moving out was gonna make life easier! Adlim, good evening! Welcome. You're worried that I'm gonna try to stream extra to make up for it, then crash. Oh, I absolutely am going to stream extra to make up for it, bro. I absolutely am. And crashing is just a matter of perspective. Because I think crashing happens regardless of whether I stream or not, right? And streaming is healthy for me. You know, streaming is like, you gotta brush your teeth every day. You gotta brush your hair every once in a while. And streaming is just something that helps me not crash, you know. Look! Good evening, welcome. I don't have others dealing with chores around the house. Sits me down, yes and no. Okay. With chores, right? It's hard to remember to do chores. But I feel like if I'm forced to do the chores and I'm holding myself accountable, then it's a lot less stressful, right? Because what's actually taking a lot of my time right now, and what's taking a lot of my emotional bandwidth right now, is actually the fact that, so I don't know if you guys know, right? I don't know if you guys know about, like, my family not being okay. No, not my family's not bad. Okay, my family's not bad. It's just that it's been a very long time since we've had all 4 members of the family at home at the same time, okay? It's been a very, very long time since then, because it's either my mum isn't here or my sister isn't here, right? And my dad's usually just always around. But like, usually my mum or my sister are gonna be overseas, and so like usually there's gonna be, usually the house isn't this full, you know? And I am realizing that my social battery is very, very low. I am realizing that my social battery is like horrendously low. Like, oh my goodness. Because I don't remember living with my family being this emotionally draining, you know? It's that feeling again of every single time you leave your room, it feels like you have to be ready to interact with whoever crosses your path, you know. And it's sort of like you're never allowed to be tired, you know. You're never allowed to look upset. You're never allowed to be monotone, because someone's always gonna be there, and someone's probably going to talk to you, right? That's what happens if you prolong so much with social. I feel like that's not really it either. And that's not really it either, because like I don't know, like I like my family, right? I do like them. I do like them, but like there is sort of like an obligation of I have to be ready to talk to someone every time I leave my room. And sometimes it's not even leaving my room. It's sort of they could always come into my room, you know, and talk to me. And something that my mom and my sister really like to do is they like to spring plans on me. And so they'll be like, hey, do you want to do this thing right now, today? Do you want to do this thing right now, today? You know? And I find it hard to say no. I find it hard to say no because I feel guilty when I see them disappointed if I say no. You know, and then like my brain is like, oh, you know, what else do I have to do right now? You know, do I not have anything else better to do right now? And all that. Oh, no, I don't want to reorient my whole day because of your whims. Yeah, but it's also like, but it's also like they're like, oh, Nasu, you shouldn't be sitting in your room all day. Oh, you've been working all day. Why don't you just come to this place with me? You know. So I feel having the physical barrier will help me say no. Yeah. I feel like having the physical barrier will be like, hey, you know, I won't be whisked away. But it's not like I'm unhappy that I'm being whisked away, you know. But it's just it interrupts my schedule, and that's been kind of upsetting for me. That's been a bit upsetting for me. Like, because you know how it is, bros. You know how it is. Like, they ask you, like, oh, hey, do you wanna go to this place? Or do you wanna do this thing? And it's like maybe like a couple hours, you know, and then you come home, and then everything's normal, right? You couple hours, come home, everything's normal. But I don't know. It takes so much out of me. It takes so much out of me. The woe of whimsy. Yeah, the woe of whimsy. But then I feel like if it were me, right? If I were in the same condition, you know, then I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, might as well, you know, because I guess it's different, right? I guess it's different because like I'm a working adult. I hate saying that I'm a working adult. But like I'm an adult with a 9-to-5 job, you know. I'm an adult with a 9-to-5 job, and my sister, she's an animator, and so she works on deadlines, you know. She works on deadlines, and so she gets to choose the hours that she works. And so a couple hours here and there during the day doesn't really mean anything to her, but whenever my mom and my sister ask me to do stuff, it's always during the workday, and I'm like, yes, technically I can go. Technically I can say yes, but also I'm gonna have to make those hours up, like after, you know, past 5 p.m. to get the rest of the work done. But then I just say yes because I don't want to see them disappointed, and then I end up like working later than I'm supposed to, and I just get so tired because I'm like, oh man, I want to stream, but also I'm so tired. They're asking me during my workday, just say no. But if I say no, they get sad, and also I hear them having fun downstairs, and I'm just locked in my room and I'm working, and I feel really sad because it feels like I'm missing out. Yeah. And just during work you say, I need to enforce boundaries. I know, it's so hard though. It's so hard to enforce boundaries though, because I don't want to say no. I don't want to say no. I don't want to say no. It's what about my own sadness? Remember Sebastian from Tough Shit, remember Sebastian from Stardew Valley? People really don't understand that you're working. Oh, I thought you were gonna say remember Sebastian from Stardew Valley, and then I was gonna be like, yeah, Sebastian from Stardew Valley, alienated from the rest of his family, and and always talked about as if he's a vampire, and looked down on, and I'm like, me, yes. It's me! Because, yeah, my mom sometimes does say to me, Nasa, you need to get out more, you need to exercise more, you need to do this more, you need to do that more, you know, and if I say no, I get more of those comments piled onto me. The more often I roll over, the less my concerns are gonna be recognized by others. It's difficult though, bro. It's like, I have said no. But every time I say no, I take emotional damage. Every time I say no, I take emotional, because that's true. It's exactly. Having people come up to you and including you in their life is a blessing. Exactly. And that's why it hurts me to say no. That's why it hurts me to say no. Because I want to cherish the fact that like my family wants to spend time with me, you know? You can only do so much. What if I just that's the sound of me trying to split myself. That's the sound of me trying to squeeze out more energy from the bottom of the How's that working out for me? It hasn't worked yet, but it will work. Paulie, good evening. Thank you for the resub, Paulie. Welcome on. Split yourself more like shit yourself. Hey man. I don't know what kinds of shits you guys are having, but if you sound like that when you shit, then there's a problem. And you need to see a doctor. Oh, there's a bunch of good evenings that I missed. Good evening, Vainholler. Good evening, Marakane. Good evening, Himpai. Good evening, good evening, Faye. Good evening, JC Goma. Good evening, Polly. Good evening. Good evening. Book. Have I tried telling them the ad hoc requests tire me, but I'm more than happy to go? This would help with the pressure problem. I mean, I've told them that. I've definitely told them that. Cindella, good evening. Welcome. Yeah, man. I'm tired, bros. I'm tired, and streaming is so important to me, and this community, all right, this community is so important to me, and I think you know what it is, bros. Like I know why I've been feeling so drained. I know why I've been feeling so drained, bros. It's because I think I'm afraid to tell my family, hey, I'd rather stream than spend this time with you. I think I'm afraid of saying that, because I'm afraid of them being mean about it. But like I have no evidence that they would be mean about it. You know, I have no evidence that they would be, but I'm afraid to say that, and I'm hard work. I wouldn't say I'm hardworking. I'd say I'm bad at time management. They probably have a different expectation of what's relaxing for me, opposite of what's relaxing actually for me. You think you made it very clear you'd rather be playing games or spending time with your friends rather than being cooped up and having to be around your family. They don't really care. I mean, like, it sounds really sad though, saying having to be cooped up and being around your family, because it's not really having to be around your family, you know? Like, I do like my sister and I do like my mom. Is it true that I'd prefer streaming? What is it that I enjoy doing with them? So my sister's been wanting to take me bouldering. I do enjoy bouldering, but like every single time she's like, hey, do you want to go bouldering? Hey, do you want to go bouldering? Hey, do you want to go bouldering? And I do want to go bouldering. I do, but then I need to be organizing things to do together with my family rather than just reluctantly accepting their requests. I should start doing. I should start doing pull-ups, bro. I should start doing pull-ups. She's trying to take me out for my mandatory family walkies. She is. She's trying to take me out for my mandatory walkies. I do need my walkies. I do need my exercise. And I bouldering. What's that? Oh, it's climbing rocks. And yes, hey, no, listen, the teapot that I couldn't lift, that's different though, okay? The teapot I couldn't lift is like those stupid freaking ass Yamcha teapots where you have to lift it with 2 fingers, okay? 2 fingers. And if you grip it any harder, you get burnt by the teapot, okay? It's very delicate and very heavy, and I couldn't lift it. No! What? No! no. How heavy was it? It was a full. Okay. Listen. Like 15 kilograms. No, you don't understand. Okay. Let me find a picture of the teapot for you. Okay. Let me find a teapot, an example teapot. Okay. Also, this was a while ago, and I've been climbing, okay? I've been climbing, which means my forearms have been getting stronger, okay? So, like, you know these teapots, right? You know these teapots? It's deceptively small. Like, this hole right here can only fit 2 fingers, okay? Hey, don't be gross. Don't be gross about it. I heard it too, okay? I heard it too, don't be gross about it. This hole here can only fit 2 fingers, and so when you're trying to lift it, you know, you can only really use your forearm to lift it. And when this teapot is full, it's really difficult, bros. Have you ever tried lifting something with just 2 fingers? And I didn't want to get burnt. Because if you put 3 fingers, you're gonna get burnt. Because your fingers are gonna your fingers are gonna have to touch the like the piping hot teapot, right? Yeah, it's awkward to hold, and you need to use your forearm strength. How high up am I grabbing it? I'm not grabbing it high up. It literally can only fit 2 fingers. Bouldering is literally made. I only recently started bouldering. You gotta practice by carrying too many cartons of milk when you're doing groceries. 1 carton each finger. You have a solution for this if I want it. I mean, the solution is just to wear mittens, right? Like the solution for this is just to wear mittens and then just like grab it around the sides. But also, I feel like if someone saw you doing that in a restaurant, you're gonna get laughed out of here. You know, you can just put a finger under the nozzle. You can do that? Wait, like this part, this nozzle. That's the nozzle. There are no tea towels in the Chinese restaurant table. Yeah, there are not. Or sometimes they'll give you those wet towels, right? Sometimes they'll give you wet towels, warm wet towels to wipe your hands with. Sounds like it would end up in burns. Yeah, I just don't skip up. Listen. Bros. We're going through too many topics at once. Too many topics at once. Too many words. I forgot what I was already talking about. Maybe because I'm nervous and there's a lot that I want to talk about. There's like so much that I want to talk about and so much that I want to catch everyone up with and to catch up on with everybody. Tangent maxing chat edition. You guys are tangent maxing at me. Minato! Thank you for the resub! Thank you, bro. Thank you. What did you miss? You were having dinner? Oh my... I was talking about how I've been sad! I started with family and moving kind of stuff and guilt tripping. I don't think they're guilt tripping me. I think I'm guilt tripping myself. What does the 1 liter label on my... That is a new one. That is a new one. I have no idea how this looks like a 1 liter on my hat. Wait. Okay. I know this is a... Wait. I know that there was a joke about like, oh, what's the smaller one? Oh, but the one is missing the stem at the bottom. But the one is missing the... Oh, they're supposed to be up-down arrows that represent a music bar. Okay, now I have to make that a command as well. I have the greatest solution. Ask my dad to pass and pour the... I know, that's what I've been doing. I am all over the place. I am. Good evening, Azu. Thank you for the resub, bro. Thank you. What do I think about matcha? I think matcha is nice. I think pure matcha is very bitter. And oh god, you guys know about Uji? You guys know where matcha is grown in Japan? Matcha is grown in Uji, right? Matcha is grown in Uji. And so a couple of years ago, I went to Uji and I had an accident in one of the tea shops. And it was really embarrassing. No, I didn't piss myself. Stop, don't look at me like that. No, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. It's not that kind of accident. No. You stop that immediately. No, it was not a woman thing. It was a Neg nasu thing. It was a me thing. No, it was a me thing. I had an accident. Calvos, good evening. I am alive. I was very dead last week, but now I am alive. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about what's got me so dead last week as well. What kind of accident was it? So it was one of those... So you know with fancy tea shops, right? And especially when you're at Uji, which is where they actually grow all of the matcha leaves, this specific tea shop, I believe they grind the leaves right in front of you, and then they sort of like sprinkle all the powder right into the drink for you. And so I had a drink which was half liquid, half powder, and then they gave me a stick to mix it, right? Or like they told me to like basically drink it however I want, and I can have a stick, right? And so it was half powder, half drink. And me being me was like, oh boy, I'm gonna try mix it. And for some godforsaken reason, I tipped it over. And then powder went everywhere. Like I look like I robbed a kombini, because in Japan, when there are thieves at a kombini, they will throw colored paintballs at you. Like I look like I robbed a kombini. And it was so embarrassing because the whole floor was just covered in green. And one of my bags, it still got green on it. And so, no, not fairly common, because the entire store, it looked freshly renovated. Like the floor was very nice, and I left a green stain there. I know I left a green stain there because I saw pictures of the store later, and the green stain is still there, right in the spot that I remember it being in. I left the store in such shame. Like I couldn't say anything other than I probably should have dogizard at that point, but like I took whatever chance I could. I just fucking left, and this was a couple years ago. So when I think of matcha, I think of that incident. And so if you ask me if I like matcha, right? If you ask me if I like matcha, I think with pure matcha, with the pure matcha powder, it's probably a bit too bitter for me. And it invokes bitter memories as well. And so that is my answer. Like, who knows? Maybe that shop's been replaced by another one. Or like, maybe they replaced the floors. But like, last time I saw a photo of the shop, the green stain was right there. You broke a lamp in Pizza Hut on accident by swinging your arm. Yeah, and the thing is, the worst thing is, like, they probably don't remember you because they're probably thinking of you as like, oh yeah, shit happens, you know, shit happens. Like, fucking customers, shit happens, right? But you will remember this forever. You don't think you've ever had good matcha? It all just tastes like grass to you. I kind of understand what you mean. Like, that grass taste is what people are looking for with matcha, though. And that I do remember this forever, Dingleberry, Sergeant Dingleberry. That I do remember it. Anyway, bros, you might hear that I'm still a little bit nervous right now. You can kind of hear it in my voice. You can kind of hear it in my voice. I'm still nervous. I am still nervous as well. I'm always nervous. You know, I'm always nervous when it's been a week since I've streamed, and I just wonder if I still talk the same way that I do. So as encouragement, can you please tell me, hey Neg nasu, hey Neg, you're exactly the same as I remember you to be. Can you call me sweaty? I like it when people call me sweaty. Can you say you're doing great, sweaty? Oh, thanks. Hooray. Oh, hey guys, you're spelling sweaty wrong. Sweaty needs 2 T's. You're not doing. Okay, I like being called. I like okay sweaty because I know. Look, I'm about to do the thing where I explain the joke. But I need to explain the joke because I love it when people try to say sweetie, but then they spell sweaty. And so now every time I can see the word sweaty, I'm like, oh, you're calling me sweetie. I know the joke. I know. Not any different from usual. I'm doing great, sweaty. Hooray! I've disappeared in the past and came back fine. I'm doing okay now. I'll need to disappear again in the future, and I'll come back from that too. And then too. It's just the reason I disappeared last week was really silly, bro. It was really silly reason. Okay, so for half the week, I was genuinely just busy with work, right? But the two cancelled streams, it feels so silly, bros. It feels really silly. That I cancelled it, and I feel like I have to explain myself. You know, I feel like I have to explain myself. And like I cancelled them because I didn't want to yap about the thing. All you're gonna say is don't overshare. I know. No overshare. But like look, I know I don't owe you guys an explanation. Okay, I don't owe an explanation, but it makes me feel good. Okay, it makes me feel better if there's an explanation because I have a stupid sense of guilt. Okay, and I don't know what it is, bros. I don't know what it is. Like I spoke to my sister about this, right? And so like when it comes to other people, you know, when it comes to people, technically you don't owe anyone anything, right? And I feel like if you go online and you look at all of like those like self-help, okay, let's not call it self-help, but like if you look at all those how to start taking care of yourself, how to interact with people 101, like the number one thing that people say is always you don't owe anyone anything, and I don't owe you anything, and yeah, the person you have the most responsibility to is yourself, and that's true, you know, that is true. The person you have the most responsibility to is yourself, and I think like there are a lot of people out there who live life sort of, I guess like here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, like sometimes you're met with a situation where you have the choice to say that's not my problem and just sort of walk away from it, you know. And if you asked anyone and if you told anyone and that you walked away from it, nobody would blame you because it's not your problem, right? And the correct thing to do, according to a lot of people, is to walk away from it, you know, quote unquote, the correct thing by a lot of people, like the sort of, I wouldn't say statistically, statistically isn't the right word, but like if you were to make the world a black and white place where there is a correct and an incorrect answer, a lot of people would say that walking away would be the correct choice, you know. But I don't know. I don't like walking away. I don't like walking away, and I really envy the people who are able to walk away, you know. Depends what your goal is, and I think it points to it probably. I mean, if you were to think about it unkindly, right? Like maybe I've got a little bit of a savior complex in me, Like if you want to be if I'm gonna be really mean to myself, okay? If I were to frame this in a way that's really mean to myself, it's sort of like, maybe it's an inflated sense of ego that makes you think that you're able to change the world more than you possibly can, you know? But I can't find it in myself to walk away from situations like that, right? And unfortunately, you know, on the like the 2 days of stream where I had to cancel, well, it was a bit of a situation like that. Okay. Have a good day at work, Dr. Grimsley. Thank you for coming along today. It was a bit of a situation like that, and unfortunately, at a certain point, like I found myself walking away because my emotional capacity for it just wasn't enough, you know? My emotional capacity for it wasn't enough, and it's hard, you know? How could I resist my sister's request to boulder? I couldn't resist! I'm framing this in terms of obligation rather than amazing ability, so you don't see it as an ego thing, but it's sort of like, it's an ego thing in that, like, what makes it my obligation, you know? Because my obligation is to myself and to my loved ones and the people who love me and all that. And I talked to my sister about it, and my sister was like, well, think about it this way, right? If you want to think about it in terms of like selfishness versus not selfishness, you choosing to put yourself in a situation that makes you upset, is actually you doing a disservice. Like, is technically you choosing this person that you are choosing not to walk away from the messy situation from, over the people who actually matter to you, over all these people who care about you and your well-being. And so you're lowering all of these other people's quality of life by choosing to lower your own quality of life in order to try to help this other person, right? But it wasn't exactly like a situation of helping either, you know? Wait, don't overshare, Neg nass, don't overshare, because this is not your thing to share. This is, I shouldn't share it. I cannot share it. I should not share it. Yeah, that sounds like bike cuck logic to you. Wait, what the hell? Is that what the meme of the guy with the bike and then the putting the thing through the bike wheels and like, oh, god darn it, who could have done this to me? Is that what it's called? Wait, it's not called the bike cuck? Wait, what the hell is bike cuck? Wait, what is bike cuck? What the hell does that mean? What the hell is bike cuck? I went on a date today, and she found out I made the bike comic. Oh my god, are you the bike cuck guy? What? Wait, what the fuck is what is bike cuck? Bike cuck is when you're happy someone takes your bike because it brings them what? Okay, now I'm even more confused. Guy who's happy his bike was stolen because the person who stole it is happier now. Oh, my bike got stolen recently. I was pretty bummed out about it, but I think whoever stole it was probably more happy to get it than I am sad to lose it, so the total happiness in the world increased. So whatever. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Guys, I think I might be a bike cock. Guys, I think I might be a bike cock. Whatever that means. Please don't admit to that. No, I don't like saying like the word. I don't like saying that word because it sounds bad, you know. It sounds ugh. But like if we're going by the taxonomy given by this meme, I think I might be a bike cock. After this, everyone begged this guy to get more self-respect. You're only a bike cuck if you watch it get stolen. Huh? More than likely, the expected person who stole the bike just threw it to this. Oh man, man. Okay, no. Truthfully, you don't think I should be any kind of cucks? Well, you see, the word cuckold is a very, very old word, and it means to like sleep with somebody's significant other. But then also there's what I'm trying to explain is, I guess if someone wants to, then they can, right? Right? Oh, it's based on the bird who forces another bird to raise the... Oh, cuckoo! Oh! Wait, that's where it came from! Oh, like the cuckoo bird! Wait, then why do they call it cuck? It should be cook. Because it's a cuckoo bird. You don't like the term either, but it was the most succinct. Yeah, I don't know. The word just sounds really mean, you know? The word just like the word C-U-C-K, it just sounds really mean because somebody lost something and then you're making fun of them for having a bad thing done to them, you know? You thought it spelled cuckoo, not cuckoo. Yeah, it's actually spelled cuckoo. Yeah, what are you, the cuck police? I'm not the anything police. Maybe I'm the Neg Pal police, but like I don't want to be the Neg Pal police, bro. I don't want to be the Neg Pal police. I want to talk so badly about the thing that made me suffer so much. I want to talk badly about the thing. I want to talk so badly. That's because the internet uses as a way to call people inferior rather than anything else. Yeah, the internet's so mean. Calling anybody inferior to anything is just so mean. I just want to share it, you know. I just want to share it because... but I can't. I shouldn't, and I can't, and I shouldn't, and I can't because it's disrespectful. 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 But how about this? How about this? I will share the part that pertains to me. Okay, I will share the part that pertains to me. So. For the very... Oh, Iris Pavia, good evening! And good time, good evening, welcome. You're surprised I chose to bring it up at all, maybe choose a new topic. I brought it up because I feel bad, and I feel bad that I disappeared for a bit, and I wanted to give everyone an explanation. Even though technically I don't owe you an explanation, but also it just feels kinder to give an explanation, you know? Okay, I'll give you the one part that pertains to me, okay? I'll give you the one part that pertains to me, which is I asked somebody for an apology for the very first time in my life. And it was really scary. It was really, really scary. Yeah, it was really, really scary because I've never, ever done anything that remotely resembles that at all. And so, like, I felt really guilty about it, you know? I felt really, really guilty about it. Okay, so, like, this is like... Did they apologize? Well, that's irrelevant, right? That's irrelevant to the story. But the thing is that, like, I asked for it for the very first time. It's like when you need to apologize when you do bad, you should expect others to do it when they do wrong. Yeah, but, like, sometimes people don't know, right? Sometimes people don't know that they did something wrong, you know? Sometimes people don't know that they did something wrong, and that's okay, you know? But yes, you do need to tell them, yes. And so, like, basically, that's what I did for the very first time, while also asking for an apology, and it was really, really scary. And so that's why I was so stressed out by that I had to not stream for 2 days. ridiculous. Okay? I know that, like, there's one person who's watching me for the very first time. I know that sounds, and to that one person who's watching me for the very first time, I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous. But, like, what you have to understand about me is that I am probably the internet's toughest weenie. That's my tagline. I'm the internet's toughest weenie. Like, I blame myself first before blaming anyone else. And I run myself over, I overthink so much. I keep thinking, is like, maybe I'm being too sensitive. Maybe it's a me problem. Maybe this, maybe that, right? And even as I was asking for the apology, you know, maybe it was a little bit unsure. Maybe it was a little bit uncertain. But, you know, to ask somebody to apologize, right, is like, you have to have the conviction in your soul to believe that you are correct, you know? You need the conviction in your soul to believe that you are correct, and or like to believe, like, strongly that the other person has wronged you, or that, like, something has transpired that you believe that you need reparations from, you know? And for someone like me, who will always blame myself first, who will always try to find excuses to, you know, take the easy way out, that was really hard. And so it sort of rewired my brain chemistry, you know? Like, I had a bit of an existential crisis. And so you guys know that, okay, so I'm not, okay. Prefacing this, I'm not saying that this traumatized me, okay? This definitely did not traumatize me. Like it was a growing moment for me, okay? It was a growing moment for me. Like, oh, a woman in her late 20s discovers self-esteem for the first time. 15 spoons, good evening, welcome. But, like, did you know that when it pertains to trauma, right? Or, like, traumatic events that happen to a person, did you know that there are two types of trauma? I learned this from... I learned this from a psychologist that I follow. But did you know that there are two types of trauma? And the first type of trauma is like PTSD, right? Like the PTSD that you're very familiar with, you know. Something bad happened to you and you get anxious whenever events happen, or events unfold in a way that reminds you of the thing that happened, and your body goes into a fight or flight response to avoid the bad thing happening again, or to prepare for the bad thing happening again. And so that's sort of, that's PTSD, right? The bad thing happened to you. So the other type of trauma that I recently learnt about is called a moral wounding. And this trauma is based in guilt. And I've never heard of that referred to as a trauma, and oftentimes it's when somebody is put in a situation where for their own survival, or due to social pressure, or like basically they're put in a position where they feel like they are forced to act in a way, to do something or to say something that goes against their own perception of themselves and their values, right? And their own morals, or goes against who they believe themselves to be. And so that is a moral wounding. Yeah. And so I've never heard of people calling that a trauma. But then it makes sense. It makes sense, right? Because it shatters your entire identity. Like, it changes the way that you think about yourself. And, like, of course, you know, I am not a psychologist, but it's really interesting. And a lot of examples that you might find is, like, say for example, you know, you're working a job to stay alive, right? But then your job makes you do something that goes against your morals, you know? Like, say for example, if you're a programmer and your job forces you to use generative AI, and this sucks, you know? This is like a very low stakes version of it, right? A very, very, very low stakes example. But, like, that's but that's kind of an example of like the kinds of situations that people get put in, where they feel like they are forced to do something. Otherwise, you know, they'll lose something important, like a job, which gives you money and food and shelter and all that, right? And in my situation, yeah, vegetarian working in a slaughterhouse. Yeah, basically, vegetarian forced to work in a slaughterhouse because for some reason that's the only job that'll take them, right? That would also cause moral wounding. You don't think you felt justified for feeling that way towards guilt, but it feels better to know that it's a real and common enough thing to have a term. Yeah, right? Right? Doesn't it? Isn't it neat? Isn't it neat to like find out that like all these things they have? It's validating, right? Because like oftentimes you'll look at yourself and be like, oh man, you know, I'm feeling bad about this thing. I'm feeling guilty because I'm a bad person because I did the thing, or like, oh, it's so silly that I'm feeling guilty, you know? But it's painful enough for there to actually be a psychological term. Hi, Namari Tokyo's World Cup. Good evening. Whoa, World Cup? Your name is World Cup. Good evening. Welcome. Yeah, and so I wouldn't say that my case is a case of moral wounding, but it's that, like, you know, with me asking for an apology, right? But it definitely was out of character for me, and it's definitely something that I've never done before. But like I felt forced to do it because all of my friends were like, because all the friends that I have consulted on the situation were like, hey Neg, hey Nasu, it's kind of fucked up, bro. I think you need to stop talking to this person. And me being me, you know, me being me is like, no, I started it. I have to finish it, right? And so like, I guess asking for an apology was the middle ground of doing what my friends have told me and following my morals, I guess. But yes, that is a bit of an explanation for what happened last week, or the two days that I missed stream. I was going through a training arc of learning how to respect myself. I was going through a training arc of becoming less weenie. One of these days, I'll be able to take away the weenie tag from my list of tags. One of these days, maybe in like the next 10 years, maybe sometime within the next 10 years. I don't know, when I think of my biggest weenie, I still think about the shark plushie incident. Like, what the hell is up with that, man? The shark plushie incident. TLDR, kid, I see kid drop a shark plushie. I give shark plushie back to kid, and then the kid was with grandma, and the grandma was like, oh, thank you so much, and then told the kid to hold tightly onto the shark plushie, and then I fucking cried after they walked off because I was like, what if the kid lost the shark plushie forever? It's just so sad. It just slipped out of his hand and he didn't even realize. It shows how big my heart is. No! I don't think it's a good thing. Like, okay, look. I know that, like, popular... Look, no. I know media out there is gonna be like, oh, look at this person. They're such a sensitive soul. Oh, look at how empathetic they are. Such a sensitive soul. I don't think it's a good thing at all, bros. One, it means I'm very exploitable and very guilt-trippable. And two, the people who are able to be kind. The people who are the kindest and the strongest and those who are able to help the most people in the world are those who are emotionally strong themselves. Exactly. And they can't let little things like these debilitate them, because otherwise what you're doing is just you see a sad thing and then you get sad instead of you know, muscling up to help, right? At least like that's how I feel about myself in this case, because I'm like, god damn it, bro. God damn it, bro. The first thing you can work on is making it so you're not exploitable and still keep how you are. Oh man, that's hard. I think I'm accidentally letting work exploit me. Like, the thing is, my workplace isn't even exploiting me. I'm just saying yes. I'm just choosing to let myself be exploited. Being emotionally strong isn't the same as being apathetic. Caring about other people is a good thing. Having control over what you do with those emotions is also important. I agree. But I think especially in this world, right? I think especially in this world, there's bad shit happening everywhere. You know, there's bad shit happening everywhere, and I think there comes a certain point where someone who's able to help effectively, they need to choose their battles. And sometimes you need to be able to choose to turn your emotions off for certain things, because then the world's gonna eat you alive, bro. The world's gonna eat you alive. You're gonna be so sad. You're gonna drown in your puddle of tears, and that's how you're going to die. Oh shit! Wait, that's kind of hard actually. wait, that goes really hard actually. Wait, have you guys heard of Danganronpa? Wait, Immortal in Flames, thank you for the resub. Hooray! Thank you. Sorry, weird ass tangent. Weird ass tangent. The weirdest ass tangent. Wait. Oh, Numi! Thank you for the resub. Thank you. I was almost about to call you your old name, but I can't call you your old name because that's a dox. But now referencing it, I've Streisand affected everyone, and now I realize this is a mistake, and I'm trying to take it back, but I'm too deep in now. Oh, I can still call you Eje? Oh, hooray. You haven't played every game, but don't push you towards playing them all. No. Okay, so I haven't actually played all of, like, any Danganronpa game, actually. But I do know about Danganronpa, where they have an execution, right? And the execution is like a sort of like an ironic type of execution where it fits the character, but also it's like they take the character's like biggest their best and also their best trait that also doubles as their worst trait, and then they give them a really fucked up death based on that trait, right? And so I'm like, holy shit, my Danganronpa death would be like if I could not stop crying, and then I drown in my tears, but before I drown, they freeze the tears, and then I'm encased in a solid cube of my tears, and then they smash the cube, and then I get smashed into 10,000 pieces. And that would be my Danganronpa death. Wait, I literally just came up with it. I literally just made it up. No, I am okay. No. It's the stupid ass ADHD word association thing, okay? It's the ADHD word association thing where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drown in my tears, and I'm like, oh wait, that's such an ironic way for me to die. Now how do I make this even more ironic? Oh wait, it's like Danganronpa. Yeah, so like one of the deaths that I remember the most from Danganronpa is like there was this like gothic gothic maid type character. Was she a maid? But she was very Victorian style, right? And she was gothic, and she was like in gothic Lolita, and how she died was that like they burned her at the stake. So it was like a witch, you know, like the Salem witch trials, they were burning her at the stake, but then at the last minute, a fire truck rams into her. Yeah, Celestia Ludenberg. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. And I keep thinking about that. Because I'm like, damn, that's so fitting. You know? That's so fitting. It's like, oh, like she's a gothic Lolita. And so, of course, she wants to die like the witches, because to her, that's going to be an epic death. But then at the last moment, they took the epicness of the death away by just like killing her with a fire truck. Because that's a very modern way to die, you know? That's like not Salem witch trials at all. And so I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool way to have her suffer at her last moment of death. Getting hit with a fire truck is pretty metal as well, to be fair. Yeah, that is true. I mean, the entirety of the fire truck is made of metal. Did she die or did she get isekai'd? Who knows? Which one would make her suffer more, right? You feel like I would survive until the... Am I super high school level hope? Because it's always super high school level hope that survives to the death, right? To the end, right? I don't think I am. I don't think my like SHSL. Yeah, I don't think my SHSL trait is hope. I'm really gonna be like the first one to die. My special trait is being a weenie. But also, you know, I'm a little bit afraid of calling myself a weenie, right? Like, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing about calling myself a weenie, right? And here's the other thing that I don't like about portraying myself like a weenie, you know? Hi, the Unwashed! I am alive! And I'm happy to be alive. Like, okay, so here's the main thing that I don't like about calling myself a weenie, but also calling myself a weenie is like, I am a weenie is the best way to explain it, right? But I don't like, I don't want to emphasize the fact that I cry easily and that, wah, I feel so much, wah, you know, because I don't want to fall into the trap of everyone thinking that I'm a small bean that can do no wrong, okay? Because I can do wrong. I'm very much capable of doing wrong. If I threw a brick at you right now, it would probably hurt you. It would probably like fucking debilitate you for life. Yeah, I'll probably give you a concussion or worse, you know? And so like even a weenie like me is capable of murder. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can throw a brick. I can throw a brick. Bros, I've told you this before. My favorite Halloween costume from when I was a kid was Lady with Brick. Back when I used to have long hair when I was in primary school, like my favorite Halloween costume, because my parents wouldn't buy Halloween costumes for us, right? My favorite Halloween costume was Scary Girl with a Brick. And I was actually holding a real brick for that one. So I would like you guys to know that when I was a kid, I could hold a brick. So I could probably hold a brick now. I can't hold a brick when I can grip the brick with all 5 of my fingers! We have 5 fingers for a reason, bro! Am I sure I'm not gonna drop it on someone's toes? Ah, shit, you're right. Ah, shit, you're right. I probably couldn't throw it very far. On the subject of anime and related media, talking about the training arc makes me want to see an anime where a certified woman respecter TM teaches some deeply wounded woman self-respect. Whoa! Oh shit! Oh shit! That would be a fun anime. That would be a fun anime. Like, see, I keep saying this. Girl fail rehabilitation anime. You know, it's like an entire. can you imagine an entire squad? Like, this is your personal trainer that teaches you how to eat well. This one teaches you how to respect yourself. Now, what do you say when somebody sneezes on you? You say, what the fuck? But the lads love girl failures. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, bro. They don't love girl failures. They don't love girl failures. They like girls who are pretty and have messy hair and the fantasy of fixing her. Okay, they like the fantasy of fixing a pretty girl. Now here's the thing. How would I know? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. I've seen the memes on the internet. Okay, I've seen the memes on the internet. We already have that anime in reverse with NHK New York or so. Why would you fix her if it makes her hot? I guess emotional volatility is kind of hot in fiction. For me. I mean, I guess that's why people like yandere, right? Might be controversial, but you have a fantasy where you get loved. Your kink is love and care? Disgusting. A girl failure is actually more like a fixer-upper with a high chance of similar media-related interests. But why would she be a girl fail if she has similar media-related interests, though? Wait a second! Wait! I'm a hypocrite! I can't say that. I can't say that people don't like girl fails because and girl fails aren't real. I'm a hypocrite because I keep saying that I like my men pathetic. I keep saying that I like pathetic men. Yeah, and like, cause when people say that, oh, I love girl fails, I'm like, you wouldn't like a real girl fail, and so like when I say I like pathetic men, there's probably people out there who are like, you wouldn't like it when a man is actually pathetic. One step to get out of sexism is acceptance. Like, half the VTubers you watch refer to themselves as girl failures. I refuse to refer to myself as girl failures. I refuse to refer to fuck. You know, I am a girl that is failing at one thing. Enunciating myself. I refuse to refer to myself as a girl failure. You see, I prefer to refer to myself as an adult in progress. Woman success. Ugh, okay, I wouldn't go that far. I won't go that far. Call myself a woman success. Fantasies of having someone lean on you aren't the same as actually wanting to clean out their fridge. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess, like, there is a fantasy, right? Like, see, I have a fantasy of having someone clean out my fridge. For some reason, a lot of your friends in the VTubing scene seem like pathetic men. See, like, that's the thing. VTubing scene is, like, see, like... Maybe I like vulnerable men. I mean... Okay, look, it's different, okay? So, like, I am a certified bisexual, as in B-Y-E. Goodbye, everybody. No, my taste in women and my taste in men are very different. I feel like my standards for women are much higher. And I don't know why. It might be a society thing. Or maybe because I know so many amazing women. Oh my god, that's such a cliche quote. No, that's such a cliche quote. Maybe because all the women in my life are so amazing. I sound like such a cliche. No, it's true though, but maybe it is because I know so many like competent and great women, right? That my standards are higher, and when it comes to fantasy, the standards, I can afford them to be higher, you know, because I've got a lot of, like, references. You're curious how ladies perceive you. Like, are you a pathetic guy or are you just a guy? I mean, I'm like, 9 times out of 10, I think you might just be a guy. Because, like, here's the thing, right? when it comes to failure and Cake Eater, thank you for the resub. Hooray! Stubby mound. I don't know what stubby means. Oh, subby. Oh, thank you. But like, oh, Adam Davison, good evening. Welcome. Unfortunately, you did not. It's evening. Yeah, so like, a lot of the time, you know, a lot of like birds and reptiles, small, weak, colorful men, large, strong, gay ladies. Oh my god, I'm a reptile. But like, okay, so when, a lot of the time when it comes to like failure, right? Like girl failure, boy failure, pathetic man, pathetic woman, and all that. 9 times out of 10, I think we're all being a little bit too harsh on ourselves, you know? I think in many ways, we are all girl fail, and we are all boy fail. You know, bro? I think in many ways, we are, not you, you're perfect. Well, gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I was speaking for all of us. I said 9 times out of 10. I guess you're the 1 out of 10 then. Lucia, good evening. Welcome. Also, okay, fine then. You're the 1 out of 10. You know, 10% is actually quite a big number, okay? 10% is quite a big number. Yeah, she's the 10 out of 10. Amai! Good evening! Welcome! Wow! Good evening! Good evening! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome. Good evening. Amai, it has been a while. You know what I'm surprised by? Okay, I don't want to put you on the spot, Amai. But like, we've known each other for so long. Well, we actually haven't spoken to each other, but like we've been like waving at each other for like years now. We've been like waving at each other and passing each other by in the streets. Like we're like neighbors, you know. Like we've been like in this internet world, because the internet is so big, right? I feel like we're neighbors at this point, and I feel like it's a travesty that we've never actually collabed. Like, I feel like at this point, like we should actually just meet, you know? Like I keep saying this, like I keep saying this, like, oh man, Amai's really cool, Amai's really great, and like we've known of each other for so long. I feel like at this point, like we just need to take the next step, you know? I think we need to level up our relationship. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot right now, like in front of both of our communities. I think we just have to take the next step in our relationship. No pressure though, no pressure. You're so proud of me reaching out and being vulnerable? Oh bro, as soon as I hit end stream, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck did I say that? Oh no, I hope I didn't put her in a weird spot. Oh no, it's gonna make her awkward for her to say no. But then again, if she didn't like me, she wouldn't raid me. You like me! Oh, she likes me! Ah, she likes me! I think you like me. Hooray, because I like you too. Hooray! Ah, that's such a good feeling. Thank you for liking me. I like you too. Okay, why is it so awkward to say that I like? Why is it awkward to say I like you? Why is it so awkward to say that? Like, I feel positive feelings towards you. Yeah. I think I'm gonna say that to my friends more often, and I think I'm gonna say that to people that I like. But not like romantically, you know. Sorry, I'm sorry, I don't know you like that. But I like you. I feel positive feelings towards you. Yeah! I am amenable to our continued acquaintance. I like you carries a lot of baggage in today's set. Okay, but like, there's a difference between saying I like you and I like you. After years of getting raided. Wait, maybe she likes me? You at the kebab store. I like you, boss. Or like, the second one was creepy. What? I thought the second one. I thought the second one was like jovial and low stakes. You know. Yeah. You know what? I like the cut of your jib. I like you, boss. You're a cool guy, boss. You know. I think there's a lot of ways that in English, in our language, that we use to express that I like you. Except without just saying, I like you. I feel positively towards you. In today's slang, you'd be like, yeah, we vibe together. Yeah, you're pretty hot diggity dog. Oh yeah. You're a cool fruit who really knows where his talent. What the Oh my god, chat, are we twinning? I like you as a concept. Wait, no, that's bad. Wait, I like you as a concept is bad. Wait, that one said that one sounds like there's like a I like you as a concept, but I don't actually like you. The kids really say, yeah, we hot diggity dogs. Serious. I've never met a child in my life. It's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh. What's a child? It's like you but small. Yeah. Wait, no, I can answer this question actually. Sorry. I as a former child, I can say that a child is very, very hard to define. No, a child. Actually, yeah. Sorry. I never told you guys, but I am a former child. And I'm sure that there are many among us who are also former children. A child? What child? I don't know any child. A child is like a gnome, but a bit more scary. Ooh. That's really that's a good answer, Lucia. I think gnomes being scarier than a gnome is a tough ask, but I think children and gnomes are like almost equal on how scary they are, you know? They're like raccoons but with legal rights. That is the most accurate thing I've heard. That is so accurate. They are like raccoons but with legal rights. They are raccoons with human rights. They were given hands but not shame. I like you. That's why you will go in the human exhibit in the Fishhead Nebula Zoo. Hooray! Anyway, when you read it in, and before we went on this tangent of I like you, we were talking about the concept of girl fail, right? Like how a lot of the internet really likes girl fails. And I also mentioned that like, you know, when it comes to my taste in men, I like pathetic men. And so I was thinking like, I wonder why that is. And I guess it's like, everyone landed on the idea of like, oh, you know, people like the idea of somebody that can rely on them, right? I can fix her type mentality, but I feel like it's not even an I can fix her type mentality, right? Because like, I personally am not into girl fails because I know too many women who are not fail, and so my fantasy for women tends to make them big and strong. But my fantasy for men makes them like pathetic and a little bit rat-like. You know, and okay, not rat-like, but like my image of my favorite type of man, thinking about male characters, is the type that you know the kind of the type of little dog that looks at you with like large beady eyes and they're shaking a little because they're always shaking a little, like they're always a little bit nervous and they're on the urge, always on the brink of an anxiety attack or a heart attack, and that an image of that kind of dog but like wet. Yeah. A soggy wet creature of a man. Yes! A soggy wet creature of a man. Yes! 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 that is and like, listen, right? So if I were to transpose a sad wet beast, as they are called. No, but the word beast makes him sound stronger than I would like him to be. Is there a character I'm thinking of specifically? There are a few. Glasses type characters from anime. Does this go back to wanting to see myself as a tank? I wonder. Kind of. Like, so here's the thing, right? Like, if I were to think about why dudes want a girl fail, and also why like I like a pathetic soggy wet dog man. sad soggy man. I think it comes from a similar place. I think it comes from a similar place of I want to feel strong and useful. You know, it would be like, yes, my soggy, pathetic, wet dog man, I will catch the roach for you. Yes, I will kill the roach for you. I will whack the spider for you. Yes, I will princess carry you. Yes, I will ask for no pickles for you when they gave you a pickle and you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't ask. Oh, maybe we shouldn't. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. No, I'll just have the pickles even though I'm deathly allergic. It's okay. I don't want to bother them. And I'll be like, nothing's too good for you. Nothing's too much of a bother for you, my male princess. I think it comes from a similar place of, in my fantasy, I want to be the one that is depended on. But then I am unwittingly describing myself as her ideal male. Yeah. But unfortunately, I can't, I'm barely able to ask for no pickles myself. Yeah, have you seen the TikTok shot where the Chinese girl puts the fried corn on the chopsticks for the guy because it was too hot? Yes! I want to be like that! If I get a man, I want to do that for the man. Yeah. Me. I want to be that. Me. I think what it is I want someone to protect. You know, I want to be the knight in shining armor. I want to be a knight in shining armor. I think it would be so cool to be someone's knight in shining armor. But then, like, I think I'm unable to have that fantasy when it comes to girls because it feels, I don't know, man. It feels a little bit. I feel creepy if I impose that on girls. I feel creepy if I say I want a girl that I can do all that for, you know? Yeah. And so when it comes to girls, I think I'm like, well, if I can't have a pathetic soggy wet. Oh no, wet means something different for wet. Oh, yeah. Okay, soggy. What is it? But there's no other way to describe that type rather than soggy. Mushy, no, sweaty. No, you see, it all sounds creepy when you're talking about. Do you understand? You understand? If you say all this stuff about a girl, it sounds creepy. Say submissive. See, this is creepy. It sounds creepy. I don't want to be creepy. It has to be no onions. You can't have onions for some reason. Oh, wait, onion allergy? Aw, that sucks, bro. That sucks. Oh, dude, did you know my sister recently developed an allergy towards grapefruits? That sucks, doesn't it? Submissive and wet. Yuck! I want to throw a rock at you. I want to throw a rock at you. Even though you're just quoting the thing that I was saying. Yuck! May you hijack the topic for a moment? Yes. Wait, to grapefruits? Man, that's... I know, right? Like, and that means, like, she can't have anything yuzu anymore. Yeah, my sister can't have anything yuzu anymore, and it's really, really sad because she doesn't know that if it's gonna have grapefruit. No, grapefruit doesn't suck. Grapefruit is like, it's tangy, and it's like pure citrusy goodness. Haha, citrusy. Yeah, she can't have grapefruit because, like, it makes the inside of her mouth feel numb. And I'm like, what? Because, like, you know how she lived in Japan for a year? So, like, and you know how allergies develop? They just kind of develop because you change environments, right? And so now she has a shellfish allergy and a grapefruit allergy. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Like, her favorite food used to be crab. If you were ever allergic to a fruit, you're taking the grapefruit. It's only viable for you in drinks, most of them alcoholic, and you can deal without that and contain it. Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, with grapefruit, no one's gonna tell you that grapefruit is in it. Like, if I want to be allergic to a fruit, I'd pick dragon fruit because I am literally losing nothing. So she can't have yuzu anymore or only grapefruit? I think only grapefruit, but, like, yuzu just means citron, right? And citrus. So, like, you won't know if grapefruit is in it. Shellfish and grapefruit, they really gave her the anti-JP fruit debuff, yeah. That sucks! That sucks. Like, she goes to Japan, she develops this allergy. And it's kind of like when people become allergic to cats and dogs as well. Trading your cat allergy for a durian allergy. Oh, riff, okay, I guess you're never going to Malaysia. Speaking of strange allergies, you became allergic to bananas in 2018 and now you can eat them again since last year. Yeah, man, that's weird. Like, if you think about the mechanics of allergies, isn't it kind of similar to cancers? Because it's your body attacking something perfectly normal because... Okay, allergy to rice doesn't... No, No? 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 Oh. Feels like people often get allergic to something they're overexposed to, then suddenly not exposed to at all. At least that's how it was for you with cat hair. That doesn't make sense. Ever since I got a cat, I've been surrounded by cat hair all the time. How did I get allergic to that then? Eh? You've had a great dragon fruit. It's mostly an issue of they transport the fruit unripened because it goes bad before reaching the destination. Okay, but what does dragon fruit actually taste like, though? Because dragon fruit doesn't taste like anything. Allergies do have to do with the immune system. Cancer's a part of your body not doing its job and growing uncontrollably. Oh, because of damaged DNA, your body does not attack it because it's your own cells, which is the so it's literally the opposite. Your body is not attacking it because it's a mutation. Whereas with allergies, it's just your body is like, suddenly for some reason, I fucking hate this particular protein. Or suddenly for some reason, I fucking hate this particular enzyme. Yeah, are you guys getting the white dragon fruit? Get the red ones. What do you mean? Dragon fruit's all white on the inside. It's all white on the inside. Wait, are you kidding me? Yeah, dragon fruit's like if a melon had no flavor. Look, the worst thing about a dragon fruit, okay? The worst thing about dragon fruit is the fact that it looks so fucking epic. Its name is so fucking epic, and you're like, oh yeah, then it must taste really epic, and then you eat it and it just tastes like crunchy water, but worse, but a little bit musty. It tastes like crunchy, musty, yucky water. And it's just so sad. It's not even sweet. Dragon fruit has 3 known colors. Wait, I only know about the pink one. The one that's pink, and then its stem comes out a little bit green. Yeah, watermelons come in yellow too. Dragon fruit can be red. Huh, okay. Well, I guess Australia just have bad dragon fruit then. Yeah, something called dragon fruit tasting bland feels criminal. Right? I feel like someone's done really bad PR for dragon fruits. Okay, I see it in stream chat. I see the dragon fruit in stream chat. Feeling disappointed after I try the SSS super rare giga based god food and it tastes bland. I'm just saying. Why would you name it dragon fruit? Like, you'd expect it to be spicy, right? A spicy fruit. Imagine how cool that would be. No, it's just this thing. So I have only ever had the one with the red outside and the white inside. Like, this is the only kind of dragon fruit that I've ever had. So, like, is this the deep red one that you're talking about? Oh, they're called peppers. Oh, eh. We do have dragon fruits, but I've only ever seen this one. And also, they're freaking expensive. They're quite expensive. Yeah, maybe I have to travel to Southeast Asia to get real dragon fruit. Cause like dragon fruits are like are tropical fruits, right? Cause outside looks like dragon scales, as far as you know. Yeah, I guess. I wish it just tasted more epic. I wish they tasted more epic. Yeah, right? They look like a devil fruit from One Piece. Like they like this looks like it would give you like a +5 buff to every single stat. But when I eat it, it feels like it barely gives my hunger a +5. It barely -5s on my hunger. Maybe the variety / farm had bad season. But it's like, I've had dragon fruit on several occasions though. I wish they tasted, period. So true. Much like the creatures they were named after, dragon fruit flavor is theoretical. No, but like, you see, dragons in a lot of cultures are based on creatures that they consider strong, you know? And dragons are like sort of like a chimera type thing, or they're based on a mixture of different traits of existing creatures. And so, if you were to ask me, if you were to make a dragon fruit, right? It would have to be a combination of tastes of the best fruits. Obviously, watermelon, mango, and blueberry, right? Imagine if dragon fruit tasted like the meat of fictional dragons. Ooh. I would imagine dragon meat to be a little bit sweet and also a little bit peppery. Actually, dragon fruit pie in OSRS gives you +4 fletching. Oh, pog. Oh, thanks for that. I haven't been training my fletching. Hey, you want to come to World 388 and do forestry with me in Sears Village? If you come World 388, you might find Neg Nass cutting trees in Sears Village. Oh yeah. Ruby Rabbit, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yo, Ruby, I'm Nasu. The skin of a crocodile, the wings of a bat, the size of a whale, the tail of a snake. That's very human, isn't it? All very fearsome creatures, no? Sire, it's not the fruit's fault that you've never had a good one. Okay, listen, you can't say it like that. You can't make me feel bad for the fruit, bro. You can't make me feel bad for the fruit. Just because the ones that I've experienced were bad doesn't mean that they're all bad. But I am feeling bad for No, I'm not. I can say with my full chest that I'm a hater. Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? So, you know how I'm a huge weenie, right? You know, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before we mentioned the girl fail thing, and then I got completely sidetracked. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Also, Minato, I haven't forgotten about the thing that you've asked. I promise you, I will get there by the end of the stream. I promise. Right. So I was saying that, like, fuck, you guys got me like off-roaded when I mentioned hitting someone with a brick. So here's the thing, right? I don't want to refer to myself. I don't want you guys to think of me as a weenie, okay? Or like Wait, no, I do want you to think of me as a weenie because I am a weenie. But also, I don't want to... So you know the shark story, right? And how you guys were all like, oh, Neg nasu, you've got such a big heart. Oh, wow. You know, I don't want you guys to fall into the trap, okay? I don't want you guys to fall into the trap of, oh, Neg nasu, she's so sensitive. She could never hurt a fly. Oh, she would never hurt anybody because she's so sensitive. She's a sensitive soul. Wow, and she's so nice. Like, don't think that way about me, okay, bros? Do not think that way about me. Because it takes responsibility away from me, okay? Okay? I am very much capable of harm, okay? Exactly. You can still be sensitive and hurt someone, okay? Okay? Because even if every single other day I choose not to whack someone in the head with a brick and cause a concussion, one day I could just choose to whack someone in the head with a brick and cause a concussion. And then I'll come on stream on that day, and then I'll be like, guys, I did something really bad. Today I took a brick and I whacked someone in the head, and then they got a concussion, and then they died. Am I a bad person? I felt really bad about it. Wah! When that time comes, bro, you have to tell me that I am the asshole, okay? You have to tell me that I am the asshole. Straight to jail. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. In the wild, animals stand on their toes to show intimidation. We are seeing an example here. Hey! I'm not. No. This is do not mistake this for an intimidation attempt, okay? Do not mistake this for an intimidation attempt. And also, this is not a confession to murder. I didn't actually whack someone in the head and cause a concussion, okay? Nobody died, okay? Okay? But like, here's the... Yeah... Okay. Look, yet for everybody, all right, that we know of, that I know of. I know, who knows? I flip-flop in my sleep. Maybe a home intruder came into my home, tried to rob me in my sleep, but because I flip-flop in my sleep, I kicked him and he died, right? And the body got vaporized by Mango because Mango ate him, right? Maybe, I don't know. Bored of true crimes content, she started adding. One day I'm gonna get so bored of true crime content that I'm gonna make my own. Where is this tangent going? This tangent was going somewhere. Okay, where the tangent was going was that never ever let yourself get tricked into thinking that quote-unquote a sensitive soul, an empathetic sensitive soul, is incapable of harm. Okay? So this is something that I'm very, very conscious of, because I see it a lot in... I don't want to say I see it a lot in VTuber circles specifically, but I think I just see it a lot with people, period. But I see a lot of people, especially on the internet, right? Because we are all weenies, okay? We are all weenies, all right? We are all very anxious, and if you are watching Neg nasu, chances are you are probably a weenie in some way, shape, or form. Or you can relate, or maybe you're an ex-weenie and you're watching Neg nasu like, oh, I remember when I used to be a weenie like that. Gah, natsukashii. How nostalgic. Or maybe you are part of the 1 out of 10 who is not a weenie, and you're watching me like a lab experiment, like, oh, so this is the elusive weenie creature. Any reformed weenies in chat? Any ex-weenies? But yes, anyway, this happens a lot on the internet, I think, where there's a lot of people, yeah, I might have thrown a brick to his head, but he was mean and that's worse. You know, that is actually something that people feel, right? And I think it is a little bit of a trap, okay? It is a little bit of a trap, and it is a little bit of trap that people fall into, in that if you think of yourself as a very sensitive person who is, oh, I am so empathetic and I am so sensitive and I am so soft. Oh, Last Triceratops, hi, hello, thank you for the sub. Hi, hello, thank you for the sub. Or like maybe you have a friend, right? Maybe you have a friend that you want to protect because, oh, she's so nervous and she's so shy and she's so empathetic and so nervous and shy and she's an anxious mess, you know? And she's an anxious mess. Like she would never hurt anybody. That is a very, very dangerous thing to fall into because we are all capable of harm, bros. We are all capable of hurting someone. Because what if I was swinging my arms around with a brick just for fun and then it hit someone on accident? Now, did I mean to hurt the person? No! But did I cause a concussion? Yes! You see, I did not mean to hurt the person when I was windmilling with a brick in my hand. But did I hurt the person? Yes. And now, hitting someone with a brick 50 times accidentally, you're not sure these hypotheticals are helping me. Man, call that manslaughter. Why have I done this? I didn't do it on purpose. I was just having fun with my brick. You have to believe me. Your Honor, you don't understand. They walked into my brick. Yeah, remind you of when you slapped your wife back in high school by swinging your arms and she walked behind you? No, up to you. No, wait, something like this actually happened to me before. Wait, something like this actually happened to me before. Oh my god, wait, I haven't forgotten it. I was in high school and I was I was having after school dinner with my best friend at the time, and we were joking around, you know, we were joking around, and I was swinging my arms because I had no concept of personal space, right? And then I slapped a kid on the head and he fucking fell over. I fucking slapped the kid on the back of the head and he stumbled over and his mom was right there. And like, I remember her going, hey, that's my... And I'm like, oh my god! Like, he face planted! Like, the kid fucking face planted! It's a core memory. It's a core memory. Like... And that kid, his skull's still fractured to this day. No, like... If anything, I was worried that, like, he would have broken his nose or something, because the kid face planted. But, like, it's okay. Kids are built like tanks anyway. It's hopefully there was no long-term damage. But, like, I was swinging my arms and being like a stupid wiggly little weirdo, and I hit a kid, you know. Wait, I think that's a good example. Right? That's a good example. Like, so what I was doing was perfectly innocent. You know, I was being perfectly innocent. Right? And just having fun. But as I was having fun, I fucking smacked a kid in the back of the head and the kid face planted. Now, this is a metaphor for words, right? For words. You see, somebody who is a sensitive soul would be somebody with a sensitive soul and who is very kind and could never hurt anyone. They too can accidentally smack a kid in the back of the head while having fun, and then they faceplant. Yeah. You know, we're gonna need the kids' POV too. What if you're remembering it differently? Yeah, oh my god, exactly, you know, exactly. And so in those moments, you know, you have to understand that even if you are sensitive, and even if you do feel bad and you feel guilty for hitting the kid in the back of the head and face planting, and you might make excuses for yourself like, well, I was there first. You know, why did the kid walk into my airspace? You know, doesn't the kid know? Doesn't the kid know not to walk in? This is occupied airspace, right? Like why the kid walk into my arms, huh? And now why do I have to feel guilty for whacking the kid, huh? Like, kids have zero spatial awareness, and also I have zero spatial awareness. Anyway, I think I've lost the plot. I think this metaphor is going nowhere. Yeah, this metaphor is going nowhere. I think physical violence might not be the best metaphor for this. I've lost the plot. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah, I want people to hold me accountable for my mistakes. Exactly. Crashing and burning just like that kid, please. Please. You're making me want to track the kid down and make sure they grew up well. This is a metaphor. It's just a story of the time I accidentally slapped a kid who face. I don't want to finish the job. I want to make sure that he didn't die. Okay. How do I make this? How do I fix this metaphor, bro? How do I fix this metaphor? Okay, wait. I know how to fix it. No. I know how to fix it. I can fix it. So like, imagine if you were a kid who got hit by Neg na스. Imagine if you were that kid in the past. And then, wait, no, imagine, no. Wait, this is worse. Wait, no. And this is why you don't want people to, you don't want people to use the word weenie to think of me as innocent and morally flawless? Yes, that's my point, yes. Yes. And that we are all capable of harm. And even if someone's a weenie can also accidentally slap a kid in the back of the head. And even if they didn't mean it, they still slapped the kid in the back of the head and exploded him. Yes. How did you know what I was trying to say? Wow, my metaphor must have worked out. Okay, but what I was gonna say was, like, if I had to make things more mild, right? Like, if you imagine that you okay, fine. Imagine 10 years ago. Imagine 10 years ago, you were hit in the back of the head by an older woman. Oh no, I wasn't a woman back then. I was a girl. By an older girl. You were hit in the back of the head by an older girl swinging her arms, and then you face planted. Okay? Imagine that. And imagine you haven't forgotten that incident since. And then you come to stream, and then you hear Neg na스 talking about hitting the kid and the faceplant story. And imagine that it triggered trauma for you, right? Imagine that it triggered your PTSD. Was it my fault for telling the story about how I hit the kid? Yes, it was my fault for telling the story about how I hit the kid. Did I know that you have getting hit in the back of the head by Neg na스 trauma? Well, no, I didn't know. But did I hurt you by telling the story? Yes. I'm lost. I like that after climbing out to explain there wasn't anything useful down there, we've returned to the baffling metaphor. Speaking of that, when you were a kid, there was this one girl who was swinging her arms like crazy. Oh my god, was this me? Well, she was walking and chatting with her friend, then she accidentally smacked me hard in my groin. Oh my god! Oh my god, wait for a second there. I thought you were gonna be like, and I was the kid that you slapped. And then she accidentally smacked me out in my groin. And you remember because you were trying so hard not to make an expression because you didn't want her to feel bad. Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god, wait! Oh my god, wait, that's so... That's so funny, but also... Oh no! But you were the one that got hurt though! Oh! What a trooper! We make many choices on the Neg na's stream, not good choices, but we make many of them. Am I imprinting fake memories in your head that you'll be scared of at night? Or you see, that is another thing that I am doing that hurts you. You see, every single day, I am hurting someone in one way, shape, or form. Like, imagine the amount of psychic damage that I have inflicted in this one single stream. Now, just because I'm a weenie doesn't mean that psychic damage is not very real. Oh my god, speaking of psychic damage, what is the Negval Garden stance on accidental slappings, Negothi? You go to work, come home for a nice dinner. You could possibly commit yourself to full-time accidental What? What? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, I am so confused. Like, what do you mean commit yourself full-time to accident? What? What? Are you saying you want to be slapped? Accidentally? Or eh? Ah. Ah, okay. Okay, it was a joke that I did not understand then. Anyway, I'm slowly hurting all of you by removing oxygen from the world and adding carbon dioxide to it. Is true. Oh my god, bro, speaking of psychic damage. Wait, there's so much from last week that I didn't get to talk about yet. Wait, there's so much from last week that I didn't get to talk about yet, because last week, I treated my family to a meal for the very first time. Okay, that's not the very first time, but with this paycheck. No, not with this paycheck. With this job. Yeah, with the money that I earned from my job. Yeah, I treated my family to a yakiniku buffet dinner. Hooray! Hooray! And, you know, bros, my dad did the thing again. So, like, it's very hard to get the entire family out for dinner. Plates upon plates of huge chunks of meat. Yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah! And so here's the thing, right? Yakiniku. Like, my dad has a habit of complaining. You know, my dad, like, if you take him out to dinner, he will always have complaints about the place, right? He won't say that it's nice. However, this time, he had zero complaints. Zero complaints, which means he was happy. Which means the meal was satisfactory. Can you hijack like 5 minutes after this tangent finishes, if it ever does? Yes, I haven't forgotten your question yet. Yeah, your grandfather's like that. So we went to Macca's? No, we went to yakiniku. So this is something that I already said happened in the server, but like I thought it was really cute. But did he smuggle alcohol? Yes, he did. Bros, I don't know how you guys feel about this, okay? But like, my dad is a criminal. It's kind of embarrassing because every single time we go have dinner somewhere, he will always sneak a flask into a restaurant. Like, he will always sneak in a flask of his own, and then he will ask for another cup, and he will secretly drink the alcohol. And I'm always so stressed out, man. I'm always so stressed out, man, because he would do it like right in the eye line of a waiter or a server. He actually just does not give a fuck. He actually does not give a fuck. Like, he will just like take out his flask and start pouring. And like he's never gotten in trouble for it, but like it stresses me out. Like because he's never gotten in trouble for it, he just thinks that it's a normal thing to do, you know. The restaurant could lose their license for that. Yeah, exactly. They don't get paid even more if they call him out. No, fair enough. It's a little suboptimal. Really. You don't think there's any point in being stressed about it? It's entirely on me. But I get stressed because like what if like they ask the whole family to leave? You know, I get stressed, but then like and then my sister and I both get stressed about it. My mum just sort of like doesn't really care, you know. And my sister and I are like, please dad, please at least try to be discreet. And then my dad is kind of like, oh, don't worry, it's not gonna be a problem. Don't worry. They're not gonna throw us out. Don't worry. Yeah, and I don't know, bros. It stresses me out, but it's a very dad thing. It sounds like this will be a recurring thing. I mean, it's not really. It already is though. At least hide it. I know. That would stress you the fuck out too, right? You don't think that's a dad thing? And the thing is, like, I feel like part of me is thinking, like, wait, does he not know that he's not supposed to do this? Like, does he not know that he's not supposed to do this? Because I know that my sister and I, like, my sister calls him out for, like, a lot of stuff, like, you know, basic manner stuff and whatnot. He knows, right? Can't you order drinks at yakiniku anyway? Doesn't he just order some? Because they're expensive. That's why he doesn't just order some. But yeah. Anyway though, this was a really cute thing that happened on the car ride home that I thought you guys might get a kick out of it. So, you know, after I paid for dinner and we're on the car, you know, my dad extends his hand out to me. And I'm like, oh, what's this? And he shakes my hand and I'm like, oh, what's this for? And he's like, thank you, Nasu, for paying for dinner today. Ah, you're a big girl now, you know? And I'm like, yeah, it's the first time I paid for an expensive dinner for the family. And then my sister's sitting next to me and she was like, hey, how come you've never shaken my hand for buying dinner? I pay for meals all the time. And then my dad puts his hand out to her and she's like, what's this for? Why? What? Are you shaking my hand for buying meals now? It's too late. And then my dad says, no, this is for asking me to shake hands. What's this for? For asking me to shake my hand. And the thing is like sometimes I can't tell if he's shitposting on purpose or not, you know? Like sometimes I can't tell if my dad is shitposting on purpose or not, because I haven't told this story before, but there was this once where I was on video call with a friend, you know, and then she and I we were just kind of like yapping. We were just yapping as we do, right? And as I was on video call with her, my dad walks into the room. You know, he not knocking because, you know, that's just what dads do, you know. He walks in, notices that I'm on video call, but he doesn't falter anyway. And he's like, Nasu, I need to show you something. I need a moment of your time. I have to show you something. And then me being a little bit annoyed at the time, I'm like, yeah, what do you need to show me something? Yeah, sure, you know, because I thought that like, he was calling me for chores or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I need to show you something. And so he pulls out like a pencil and a napkin and he does something with it. I'm unsure what he did with it. And he's like, oh, where did the pencil go? And I can still see the pencil. And I'm like, the pencil didn't go anywhere. And then my dad said, nah, it disappeared. Nuh-uh, it disappeared. But the pencil's still right there, it didn't disappear. But he's like, nuh-uh, it disappeared. And he points at me in the doorway. He points at me and he's like, that's magic. And then he walks away. And I put my headphones back on. And my friend in the video call, she's fucking losing her shit. She is losing her shit because she's like, holy shit. Like she thinks that it was the funniest thing ever. But like maybe I was just here being like, oh my god, Dad. That was really lame, Dad. And now my friend, she won't stop saying, that's magic. And like every single time like magicians get brought up or like a wizard gets brought up, she's like, oh my god, Neg, look, it's your dad. And I'm like, oh. That's magic. So like I can't tell if he's taking the piss or not. Like see like here's the thing, right? My dad is a very, very prideful man. And so even if he is incorrect, he will insist that he is correct. You know, like even on things where, even during times when it gets frustrating, you know, like say for example, if you're like, oh, Google Maps says that this is the shortest route, but like, or like maybe the road has changed within, I don't fucking know, like the last 20 years that he's been driving it, and he'll be like, no, I remember from my days when I remember this is the fastest way, and he will refuse to budge even if you show him evidence, and he will keep insisting that, nope, it's still shorter, even if the evidence is right there, right? And so it can get frustrating. And so in this particular case, I can't tell if he was trolling or if he was genuinely like doing the frustrating thing that he usually does, where like he will insist that reality is what he insisted is. But like either way, that's magic. That's magic. Can there be a channel redeem that shoots sparkles onto the street? Oh, that would be good. That's literally your grandfather? Yeah, man. He showed me literal the pencil was right there! It didn't disappear! I was getting rage baited. I was getting rage baited, bro. We still don't have the overthinking redeem yet. That is true. We need the overthinking redeem. Oh, we need so many redeems. It's like girl math. More vroom vrooms is faster than steady speed. You guess that's magic doesn't harm his ego in the same way that being wrong about directions would. But the thing is, like, he was acting the same way. He was acting the same way about it though, so I couldn't tell. Maybe the real magic trick was that he transformed the pencil into something else. When he moved the pencil, it was no longer stationary. God damn it. But yes, that my dad, sometimes I forget that my dad is a silly guy. Like he has trouble asking to be included in things, you know? He likes doing deadpan jokes. I don't think he likes doing deadpan jokes. I think he just likes being a silly guy, you know? But like, he also, yeah, that's where I get the weenie aspect. What do you mean I get the weenie aspect from my oh yeah, that is true. My mom is anything but a weenie. Dude, my mom is scary. She will pick fights. Like, if my mom feels like she's been wronged, she will pick fights that she regrets, but she will pick fights. And it's always awkward. Has anyone else had the awkward, like, has anyone else had memories of being a kid at like a supermarket or a fish store or like basically anywhere that your mom goes shopping and then she notices something wrong in the product that she was sold, and then she will argue with the shopkeeper like, hey, this isn't right. Hey, you're bullying me. Hey, hey, you know, hey, fix this, you know? And then when you're a kid, you're like, oh, please, mom, please, can we go home, please? Yeah, so my mom will fight people. My mom will fight people. My dad does not fight people. My dad does not fight people. So maybe... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I inherited the ADHD from my mom, but I inherited the weenie from my dad. Oh no! Be careful with that phrasing. Oh! Oh no, I don't have a penis, no. But like, I but I when you're 8 hours into a quick shopping trip with mum and then you run into an old friend she hasn't seen since the fall of Rome. Holy shit! No, it's not even the fall of Rome! Run into an old friend she hasn't seen since last week. And then they start talking. And then that's when, as a kid, like you just start lying on the floor of the shopping center and then mum doesn't even care. And you just keep rolling around on the floor of the shopping center and then mum doesn't care. And then at this point you're like, please, I want to go, please. And then mum doesn't care. She's still yapping. She's still yapping. She's still yapping. You remember when you first came to Sydney for uni, your mum was here to help you get settled in, and a shop scammed you by selling you a green child Opal card while claiming it worked as a uni concession card. It doesn't. And when the people on the train checked your card and told you off for it, your mum blew up yelling that we didn't know. See, like, those moments are scary, right? Those moments are scary, but it's like, I'm actually glad that like, in hindsight, like, when I was a kid, I was like, I wanted nothing more but for my mum to shut up, you know? Like, I wanted nothing more but for my mum to shut up. And this one's a little bit sad, right? This next part is a little bit sad, but like, so, you know how, like, you know how, like, my mum is, she's a little bit loud, she doesn't really have an inside voice, and she will yell for me, at any place, right? And so, I used to be really embarrassed when I was a kid, and she would talk to me in Chinese out in public, and she would sort of like loudly yell for me, and it'll be across the store, and she'll be like she'll be like in Chinese, like, "Hey, come and get over here," or like, "Oh, could you look for some toilet paper while you're over there in the other aisle," you know? And when I was a kid, like, wahoo! Sorry. Poorly timed wahoo, but redeem. When I was a kid, I found that really embarrassing. Not because my mom was loud, but because, oh, could you please speak English instead? You know? It's so embarrassing that other people don't understand. And you're taking up all this airspace. And you're speaking this other language that people don't understand. It's really embarrassing. And I feel really guilty. You know, I felt really guilty for those times when I was a kid and I told my mom to speak English instead. Because, like, she probably speaks Chinese, like, a million times better than I speak English. You know? Like, she's very well read, and she's very smart, you know? She's got a degree from, like, one of the top universities in China, and like, I don't know, like, as an adult, it really makes me think, like, huh, you know, your parents have gone through so much, and they live life the way that they live because that's how they grew up, you know, and there's so many impressive things about your parents that you just don't know because you didn't live their life, and you grew up in a different context, and you live in a different context from them, and you just don't understand, you know. And I feel like when I look back, like, that probably was the moment that really illustrated it for me, you know. And so when it comes to my mum knowing how to stand up for herself, you know, picking fights, while it might seem embarrassing, I don't know what she had to go through in order to get to that point in her life, you know. I don't know what she had to go through to learn that skill of standing up for herself And I don't know what she had to go through to feel like it's necessary, right? Like how many people took advantage of her and whatever. And I feel like I might never know, because I mean, why would my mom tell me about that stuff, right? Like I remember like when she actually also had a Cinderella moment as well. Not really a Cinderella moment, but like oh wow, this actually was a Cinderella moment for her. So like when she first moved to Australia, she was all on her own, you know. She was like a plucky young lady, came all the way to Australia all on her own. You know, her parents didn't really want her to go because they didn't want her to be too far away, but she wanted to be adventurous and she wanted to go. And so on her dad's side, right, she had an uncle. Yes, she had an uncle that owned a shop, right? That owned a shop. And so in order to like earn her keep, right? In order to earn her keep, like she used to help man the shop, and she was really good with the customers. She was really good with the customers. Like everyone really liked her, and everyone knew her. You know, she was very chatty, and even though her English was broken at that point, she was always willing to talk to people. And every time there was a bit of change that dropped on the floor, or every single time like they tipped her or something, right? Like she would always sort of like move the money into like a collected jar, you know. She would always move the money into a collected jar, and she never took more than like, you know, my uncle, not my uncle, her uncle promised to pay her, right? But then I believe because the uncle was on her dad's side or whatever, but basically like it was a shop that was also like a hotel. It is different. I don't know how to explain it. She explained it better to me, but like basically she lived there, right? And so she was paying for her rent and also getting pocket money by helping work the hotel on the weekends. And and it kind of sucked because, you know, she was doing uni and she couldn't hang out with her friends on the weekend, even though she really wanted to, but she was helping out with the shop and everything. Workplace downstairs, resident upstairs. Right. And then I believe, and then that uncle got married, I believe. Or like, no, was it the uncle that got married? Anyway, there was an in-law, right? There was an in-law that showed up. And so like, there was an in-law that showed up, and basically like more of the in-law's family showed up. So like these were the people who she weren't related to by blood, but related to legally, right? And so they kind of they noticed her sort of like picking up the loose change from the floor, and she was actually going to move it into the shop's till, right? She wasn't going to pocket it. She wasn't pocketing any of it. But then they accused her of stealing, basically. And they were like really mean to her about like various things, you know. They were very mean to her, and it was kind of clear that they were trying to like push out that side of the family, you know, because she represented the other side of the family. And so like she kind of had a bit of like a Cinderella moment from what I hear of that time of her life, right? And I don't know too much else about that story because she told that to me like sometime at the start of this year, and I think about that a lot, you know. And it just made me realize there's so much that my mom's been through that I just don't know about, you know. There's so much that she's been through that I don't know about. And that's probably what made her into the confrontational person that she is today, right? Or like the kind of person that like does not give a damn and will always stand up for her rights, you know? Because from what she told me, like at that time, she probably didn't stand up for herself as well as she probably would have wanted to. Oh, that Mendy, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, like to me, you know, it's very hard to imagine my mum as like, you know, someone my age and going through something like that. But it really makes me think. Really makes me think. Can always learn, not easy though, right? But yeah, and then some years passed, and now I exist. Hooray! Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little story. Even if it like wasn't really the happiest of stories, but I'd like to think that the unhappy, I don't know, this might just be me being copium, right? This might just be me being like a little bit hopium, but like I'd like to think that every single time a bad thing happens to me, I'd like to think of it as like a yippee, I'm leveling up. Yippee, I'm leveling up my resistance. Me every time I get food poisoning, yippee, leveling up my poison resistance. It's a healthier way to look at it. I guess so. I just hope that it's not like too overboard, you know. I'm a little bit afraid of people making fun of me. I'm a little bit afraid of people making fun of me for like, wait, seriously? Such cope. Are we going back to bike cuck again? No! No, I'm not. No. This is not bike cuck. This is not bike cuck. It's just something the bright side of things, right? You could also think of it as +1 mental debuff though. That is true. I don't know. I feel like with every situation there is something to be gained, right? I should always be leveling up my ability to detect and avoid eating foods that might make you sick. Yes, but I did level up my ability to detect and not eat foods that might make me sick. I did level up because now I learned that you shouldn't marinate things in open air. Your mum had a similar story. She moved into the city to pursue better education. She stayed at her uncle's place and his wife bullied her, even telling her lies to her uncle to make her look bad. Wait, damn, that's actually such a similar story. Jesus Christ. Uncle's evil wife. Or like aunt's evil husband. It's always that, isn't it? It's always like your uncle or your aunt that has an evil spouse. Sounds like your late sister-in-law. Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of every single time I have like a confession type stream and there's an anonymous submission type thing, there's somebody who hates his sister-in-law. There's somebody who hates, there is a neg pal among us who hates their sister-in-law. Like that. I think about that all the time, actually. Like, I don't know who it is, but like, wait, that's you? Oh my god, that's you! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's all coming together! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot funnier keeping it as a mystery. Because now, the next time someone talks about hating their sister, she was a red dreadful. You know, there are a few things in the world that I find as funny and as like secondhand cathartic as somebody just openly and unabashedly being a hater. Like, I love that so much. I don't know what it is. Is it just like secondhand? Is it just like being a hater vicariously? But I love seeing people being haters. It's just you have such conviction. You know? You have such conviction. Like, to hell with all the, oh, but what if this? Oh, but, like, they also have their circumstances. To hell with all that. No! Yeah! Fuck that, Canute. God, I wish to be so powerful one day that I get to be a hater. I want to be powerful enough, I want to be powerful enough that I can one day choose to be a hater. And that's okay. You went out of your way to cook food she would eat because she was a picky eater, and this woman went out on her own to buy a Burger King for herself? God, she is the asshole. God damn, she is the asshole. Damn! Say the word. No, it sounds mean. Can't. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Hooray! Hooray! Oh yeah, okay. Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of like your partner. You're Zippy's brother? Wait. Huh? Wait, Mad Pew. Huh? What? Huh? Wait. Isn't your wife? Wait. Well, not your wife, sorry. Wait, shit, fuck. No, not wife. Your partner does the same thing. No, wait, doesn't your partner can't eat onions? She can't eat onions? Okay, but I'm sure she has a reason for it. Don't want to. Don't want to. Okay, this is my hot take, right? This is my hot take. I don't think being a picky eater makes someone a bad person. I think people deserve and does her own food out of spite. Ooh. Okay, no, I kind of understand that though. Okay, I kind of understand doing your own food out of spite. It would have to depend on the circumstances though. It would have to depend on the circumstances though. Because doing your own food, like, I understand the doing your own food out of spite thing very well. And I think like this way she will be happy with her food. Because here's the thing, right? My hot take is that being a picky eater is okay actually. And that I think we judge people who are picky eaters too harshly actually. Because food, right? Here's the thing though, like, food is a very personal thing if you think about it, right? Like, you're literally putting that thing into your body, you know? And if it's not like that, but you won't dunk on her in public. Okay, no, okay. Sorry that I pulled on this thread. Oh, I feel a bit guilty. But like, yeah. Picky eater is fine. It's not fine that you went out of your way to accommodate them and then they basically told you to fuck off. Yeah, okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. You're a nutritionally complete picky eater. What? This take is still lukewarm? Wait, seriously? Wait, I thought the world was super harsh to picky eaters. Wait, I thought the world was super harsh to picky eaters. Because, like, I don't think it should matter if somebody has a medical reason for wanting to eat food a certain way, you know? Right? It's just the internet making us think that way. Really? Oh, okay. Not really. Adults pretty much only buy the things they're interested in. Oh, wait, actually, no, I might be thinking this way because I still live at home, and to a certain extent, I don't really have culinary freedom yet. I'm still kind of locked into eating the things that are given to me. Yeah. And so, like, on one hand, it's a blessing, right? On one hand, like, having parents prepare food for you and having other people to think about food for you, it's a blessing. It's a huge blessing, and I will not take it for granted. But also, on the other hand, it is like a little bit restrictive, I guess, to be like, okay, I cannot eat anything else outside of this because I have to have space for dinner. And so I will not get to choose the flavors that go into my mouth. And so this leads to me overeating in cases where I do get to choose the flavors that go into my mouth. And so it's like a both things can be true kind of thing, right? Okay, you have a good day, Last Triceratops. Thank you for coming to today's yapping session. You think it's very hard, if not impossible, to not take for granted until you have to live without it? Yeah, definitely. Like, I've imagined not living with it, and I gotta say, it's devastating. It's devastating. But like ultimately, until I live without it, I won't know. I won't know how to appreciate having parents cook everything for you and do everything for you. But like it's such like a weird, you know, it's such a weird thing to understand but also feel restricted by, right? Because I would say, hey, why don't I cook dinner tonight, right? Or like, hey, why don't I do dinner, right? But every time I mention that I want to cook a specific thing for dinner, my mom will be like, oh no, but we still have to finish this. Oh, we still have leftovers from this. Oh, we still have to use up all of this in the fridge. So maybe next week. And then next week rolls around and she does the shopping. Or like next week rolls around and she already has plans for the next week and the next week and the next week. And so it's not like she doesn't want me to you know, cook something or like prepare something. It's literally just schedules are not lining up. You know, and so it's one of those things where it's kind of like nobody's fault, but there's like the side effect of me clinging on to dear life for self-chosen flavors in mouth. Which leads to me overeating snacks. You love to cook for your siblings who are all picky when they don't want it. It makes you feel disrespected to not accommodate for them. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's not a schedule thing. It sounds like she's not willing to let go of control of the kitchen. That is true. My mom does get a little bit anxious when the fridge is empty. Like she... Like I asked her, like, why do you always have to stuff the fridge so full? And she's like, I don't know. I guess I just get a little bit anxious, you know. My heart goes ooh if the fridge is empty. And so the fridge is always full of her stuff. Yeah, control is a comfort. I don't think it's necessarily bad. Like I want to make it abundantly clear. I'm not complaining, okay? I'm not complaining. Is that a starvation thing as a child? Well, when she was a kid, I think she did mention that her mom... So, my grandmother she came from a bougie family, but she was the youngest daughter, right? And so if you know, my mom's, you know, the Chinese family, youngest daughter, even if my grandma was bougie, they didn't treat her very well, right? And so my grandmother, she was a little bit of a hoarder. And so whenever there was good food, yeah, aunt-daughter's not treated that well in China, bingo. And so my grandmother was a little bit of a hoarder. And so anytime that there was something nice to eat, you know, or anytime that there was anything nice, she would sort of hold on to it and would be like, no, you can't eat this. No, you can't use this, right? You have to be frugal. You have to hold on to the nice things. You cannot use the nice things. You gotta hold on to the nice things. And so I think maybe that might be the cause of my mom always wanting to have a full kitchen, always wanting to have a full fridge, because I think it might be a food freedom thing for my mom as well, right? I think my mom also, like, she wants that control, that food freedom thing that I was mentioning. Is this generational trauma? Is this what they call generational trauma? I don't think it's quite correct, but I feel like it's kind of generational trauma adjacent. Like all foods being safe for my mom? Yeah. Not going to sleep on time is generational trauma. I don't think it's generational trauma. I think it's generating trauma for my blood cells. For my cells. Your mom has complained when you don't cook, but at the same time, if you start cooking, she has some plans and hasn't told anyone. Oh my god, so true! Wait, so true! Wait, that's literally it! Did any of my family members ever live through starvation conditions? I don't think so. I know my dad grew up poor, but like he was treated very well. Like, he was the most spoiled member of the family because he was the baby boy. So like, I don't think my dad's ever starved. Oh yeah. What kind of time I was planning to wrap up? What time was I planning to wrap up? Maybe after I address Minato's tangent, because tomorrow I have to get up early. That's right, bros. I have to wrap up stream soon because I have to wake up early tomorrow because they're shipping me off to a rural town in Australia. They're shipping me off to a rural town and I have to wake up really early to catch a bus. To go to the freaking regional town. To be a mentor. Sounds kind of spooky. No. It's okay. I mean, like, to be a mentor or like a big sister figure for high school girls. For a woman in STEM type thing. Have fun in Innsmouth. Yeah, have fun in Innsmouth. It's okay, so like, I have to get up like uber duper early. Uber duper early. I have to wear something nice, or am I just going in whatever? I think I'll just go in business casual. Anyway, I'll make sure the high school girls don't eat me alive. The UV index there might be high. Oh, that's true. I mean, I'm always wearing a hat, so... I'm always wearing a hat, so... I'll be fine, but like, I'll remember to put on some sunscreen. But yeah, I've got a long bus ride ahead of me tomorrow morning. I am being as vague as I possibly can, okay? Regional, rural Australian town to tell high school girls, please go to STEM. Please study STEM. Look at me, I studied STEM. Look at how I turned out. You don't have to be an influencer, you can work a 9 to 5 in STEM! Hooray! Ace Knife, thank you for the follow, welcome. Thank you. I can't say where, it was passed out like Broken Hill, be sure to try the food, it's good. Really? Regional Australian food being good, cause I what? Oh man, I can't say anything about where I'm going. Will I also tell them I entertain men and women? I entertain men and women. I will have you know, and sometimes neither. Oh yeah, the Minato thing. Hi, Ace Knife, good evening. Welcome. How was my day? My day? How was my day? Oh god. Why did you ask me such a hard question? How was my day? Nearly over. You're right. It's nearly over. That's a good descriptor. Anyway, Minato's thing. Okay, so Minato's thing is asking about, so as you guys may or may not know, on Thursday I will be doing a blind collab. And what is the blind collab? It is, well, Minato has organized a streamer that he watches to collab with me. And I have no idea who it is. I will be meeting them for the first time on stream, or very shortly before stream. I do not know their name. I do not know anything about them. Only that this person has been picked for this task, and I'm nervous. I don't know why I agreed to this. This could go horribly wrong in so many ways, but I thought it would be funny. I thought that it would be a really funny stream concept. It was my idea. Is it still at the usual time? Yes, it is. Finally reconnecting with the kid I smacked all this year. No! Oh my god, can you imagine? The kid I smacked all those years ago is becoming a VTuber? Oh wait, tangents, that's right. And so Minato has asked me, as part of the stream preparations, to prepare a mini game that sort of shows off the community, or like not really shows off the community, but rather it's like a showcase of what we are all about, what me and we are all about. And so I'm having a bit of a hard time coming up with a mini game, and so he thought that it would be a good idea if I asked you guys. So long as I'm not reconnecting with the rotund gentleman I accidentally called a fat guy. There were 3 of them! There were 3 of them! Nosville, 3! This sounds like something that should have been brought up last month. Yeah. But I mean, I've got some ideas. You know, I've got some ideas up my sleeve. But I think it would be nice to bounce the question to you guys. But I've got some ideas. Minigame of what variety? Exactly. Minigame or minigame that shows off what we are about. Right, minigame that shows off our vibes, and now I have no idea what our vibes are. I mean, I can't ask her to do like a pissing contest because that's not appropriate for various reasons. Winsley Bell, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I don't even know what we are about, right? Who's gonna play the game? I mean, I'm assuming me and the mystery streamer are gonna play the game, right? MTG Goblin Day. I mean, we can play Magic the Gathering on stream, but like Magic the Gathering is not really a Neg nass thing. Magic the Gathering is more of a Stanzanza thing. Head-to-head Minesweeper where each person gets pointed for how many numbered fields But are we a Minesweeper type community? I don't think we're a Minesweeper type community. Anyway, lots to think about. But that is a thing that Minato wanted me to bring up. We kind of are. I mean, if you consider my tangents as mines, yeah, sure, where we're sweeping them. You have another thing if I want to do it. No, I'll probably get back to you when I am on the bus tomorrow. The very long bus ride that they are sending me off in. It's not gonna be an overnight trip, which thank God. But I'm gonna be getting home really late tonight. Tomorrow night. I'll be getting home really late tomorrow night. I wanted to stream tomorrow as well. But I will let you guys know how the mentorship went, because I'm a little bit scared of the high school girls, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of the high school girls, not gonna lie, especially if it's regional high school girls, because, oh. Actually, no, the internet connects us all nowadays. The regional high school girls, they're probably gonna be the same as city high school girls. What if they call me an unk? Scary! I mean, then they are correct. They're all probably gonna be taller than me anyway. Slap him on the back of the soft spot, I guess. Oh my god, can you imagine? So this is just a fantasy in my thought, right? Can you imagine I show up and they hear my voice and they're like, oh my god, Neg Nasu, is that you? Oh my god, Neg Nasu, is that you? And I'll be like, yeah, that's me, I'm Neg Nasu. Oh my god, wait, it was my school that you were talking about on stream last night? And I'll be like, yeah, it was your school. And then oh yeah, under 18s are not allowed on the stream. Oh shit, you're right. See, that's why I wouldn't know, because if I bet there's like a high school girl watching the stream and they're like, oh fuck, I can't comment because I'm in high school, and if I comment then she'll know, and then we'll ban and they'll get banned, but I'm still watching. Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh my god, it's you, and then I'll be like, oh my god, what's your Twitch username? And I'll ban them right in front of their eyes. I'll ban them while looking them in the eye, and I'll be like, no, this is an 18 plus community. Yeah, and they'll floss at them, and then I'll dab on them as well. Yeah, this is from my generation. Flossing and dabbing. Oh yeah, speaking of flossing, I lost my mouth banjo. I hope it's gonna be okay that I lost my mouth banjo. Yeah, I lost. And you know how the dentist gave me like a whole pack of them? Yeah, I lost them all. Cause, yeah, I can't find my pack anymore. I don't know. So like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should order more from the internet. Yeah. No! Did they break or what? No, I lost the entire pack. Like, I don't know where the pack went. And I lost the banjo in my mouth because, you know, I have to take it out whenever I eat food. And then, I usually lose it after I eat food, so then I just get a new one. But then I lost the whole pack. You thought it was an instrument you played with your teeth? I mean, it kind of is. Yeah, my pack had it was really sad because the pack that the dentist gave me was really cute because it had a picture of a moose on it. It had a picture of a moose on it, and the moose had a flower in its mouth and it said moose on it, and it was really cute, and now I feel really bad about losing the moose. Oh, I'm so easy, bros. Like, you just put a cute animal on something and then I'll be like, oh, I feel bad. I'm so easy. Anyway. You're very saddened by my organization. The entire house is not the place to put anything you please. This is why things have places and you do not put them down ever unless it is in that place. But I have to bring the pack of elastic bands with me because I just in case I lose them when I'm out of the house, you know. So I don't know if I lost it at the office or if I lost it at the restaurant from last week. Hopefully not. Or if it's in a jacket pocket, or if it's in the car, or if it's in a bag somewhere, you know. It could be anywhere that I've been anywhere, you know. Did I watch the MV you sent me because you request a quick watch along? I am going to have to decline because I feel like that watch along is going to trigger a tangent. It's going to trigger a tangent, and I'm trying my best to end stream. If I lost the whole pack rather than the bands individually, shouldn't it be somewhere in my room? Right? I don't know how it would. I don't know how it would either. But I'm afraid of my own stupid mouth that goes run away. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I don't know how else to end, but I know that I have to, otherwise I'm never leaving. Can you screenshot this and place it in your room to remind yourself? Yes. Oh wait, I'm not the one that's supposed to be giving permission. Good night, bros. Hopefully everything goes well. And yes, I will remember. Oh my god, wait, there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about. I forgot to talk about the one more thing that I wanted to talk about. Did you know that my birthday is on the 9th of July? My birthday is on the 9th of July, and I'm preparing something really epic for it. So if you would be able to come to that stream, it would be really great. And I'm inviting all my friends to it as well. The same cast as last year, and this year I'm adding Sinu to it. I'm adding Sinu to the cast. So like, just so you guys know, okay? I'm preparing something for it, and it's really fun, and I'm really excited to show you guys. And it's 9th of July. Okay. I just wanted to tell you that. Okay. I knew I was forgetting something. Bro, I am so... I want to leak the document, bro. Can I just say... One spoiler, okay? One spoiler. I will give you one spoiler, okay? Plains, forest, swamp, mountain, island. Good night. Anyway, good night. I am gonna raid and run on Piffle, and I am gonna. Thanks for coming, bros. I missed you guys. This was so much fun. Man, it was so much fun. I needed this. Thank you, bros. Also, it's not Magic the Gathering. Good night.